when you first see them rolling down steep, dusty roads on giant wooden scooters with no brakes, no helmets, and no second chances. It's impossible not to feel a mix of awe, tension, and deep respect, because this is not a stunt for views or a thrill manufactured for entertainment. It's a raw. Welcome to the channel. Today's video takes us into a world where movement depends not on machines or modern safety systems, but on balance, experience, and courage. In parts of Africa, people ride giant wooden scooters with no brakes, navigating steep roads and busy paths using nothing but skill and instinct. This is not a stunt or a show, it's daily life. As you watch, keep an open mind, because what may look risky at first reveals a deeper story of adaptation, resilience, and human ingenuity shaped by necessity. Everyday reality in parts of Africa where ingenuity, necessity, and courage intersect in ways most of the world never witnesses. And this story is not about recklessness for the sake of danger, but about adaptation, survival, and a culture of movement shaped by environment and economics rather than modern safety standards. And as the camera follows these riders balancing on long wooden frames, gripping simple handlebars, feet poised for sudden jumps, you begin to understand that every ride is a calculated negotiation with gravity, terrain, and experience. Because without brakes, control comes from instinct, body weight, road knowledge, and years of practice. And what may look chaotic to an outsider is in fact a deeply learned skill passed down informally, refined through repetition and necessity. And these giant wooden scooters, often handcrafted from local timber, are not toys or novelties. They are tools of transport, commerce, and livelihood, carrying people and goods across long distances where fuel is expensive, roads are unforgiving, and alternatives are limited. And in this context, wood becomes more than material. It becomes mobility, independence, and opportunity, shaped by hands that understand both the forest and the road. And watching these riders descend hills at astonishing speed, weaving around pedestrians, animals, and uneven ground, you realize that their awareness is total, their focus absolute. Because there is no margin for distraction, no mechanical system to save them if they misjudge a turn. And this intensity creates a kind of mastery that is rarely seen in modern transportation, where technology often replaces skill. And here, the human body is the braking system, the steering mechanism, and the shock absorber all at once, shifting weight, dragging feet, choosing lines instinctively. And this embodied knowledge is something that can only be earned through lived experience, often starting young. Learning from elders, observing, falling, getting back up, and gradually earning the right to ride faster, farther, and with heavier loads. And as the video unfolds, the environment itself becomes a character in the story, with red earth roads, steep slopes, narrow paths, and bustling village life forming a dynamic backdrop that demands constant adaptation. And these scooters, despite their simplicity, are remarkably well suited to this world, because they can be repaired easily, built cheaply, and modified as needed. And when something breaks, it doesn't require imported parts or specialized tools, just wood, rope, metal scraps, and knowledge. And this self-reliance is a quiet but powerful theme running through every frame, reminding us that innovation doesn't always look like progress in the way we're used to seeing it. Sometimes it looks like a piece of wood shaped just right, rolling on bearings salvaged from elsewhere, carrying a rider who trusts his balance more than any machine. And the risk, while undeniable, is not embraced blindly. It's managed through community norms, shared understanding, and respect for the road, because everyone knows what's at stake, and that shared awareness creates a rhythm, a flow, where riders, pedestrians, and drivers coexist in a system that appears dangerous only if you ignore its internal logic. And as you spend more time with these riders, listening to their stories, you begin to see pride, not bravado, in the way they talk about their scooters, pride in skill, in speed, in the ability to move efficiently through their world. And this pride is tied to identity, to being capable, resourceful, and respected within the community. And for many, riding these giant wooden scooters is not just a means of getting from one place to another, but a symbol of independence, a way to earn money, transport goods, or simply participate fully in daily life. and the absence of brakes becomes a metaphor for a broader reality, where life itself offers few safety nets. And people learn to rely on judgment, resilience, and adaptability instead. And this doesn't romanticize danger, it contextualizes it, showing that risk is often unevenly distributed across the world, shaped by access, infrastructure, and history. And yet within these constraints, there is creativity, joy, and even beauty, visible in the way riders laugh after a successful descent, in the elegance of a perfectly balanced turn, in the quiet confidence of someone who knows the road so well they can ride it almost blindfolded. And as the video captures these moments, it invites viewers not just to be shocked, but to reflect, to question their assumptions about safety, progress, and what it means to move through the world. And it challenges the idea that modern solutions are always superior, suggesting instead that locally evolved practices, while risky, are often deeply optimized for their context. And this perspective is crucial, because it shifts the narrative from one of danger to one of understanding, from spectacle to story. And by the time the video reaches its end, what lingers is not just the image of speed and risk, but the humanity of the riders, their skill, their courage, and their ability to navigate a world that demands constant alertness and adaptability. And this is what makes their journey compelling, not the lack of brakes, but the presence of mastery, community, and resilience. And if this story leaves you feeling uneasy, inspired, or simply more aware, that's because it reveals a reality that exists beyond comfort zones, reminding us that innovation is not universal, safety is not guaranteed, and courage often looks different depending on where you stand. And in sharing this story, the goal is not to judge or sensationalize, but to witness, to learn, and to appreciate the incredible ways humans adapt to their circumstances, riding forward on nothing but wood, balance, and belief in their own ability to make it to the bottom of the hill. As this journey comes to an end, what stays with us is not just the speed or the danger, but the remarkable control, confidence, and awareness of the riders who master these roads every day. Their brakeless wooden scooters remind us that innovation takes many forms, and survival often depends on knowledge passed through experience rather than technology. If this video gave you a new perspective or made you see the world a little differently, take a moment to like, share, and leave a comment. Your support helps bring stories like this to light. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the next journey.